loving it.
Hey,
welcome to the Kispir Beer Review. I am Jammer.
That's right, Jammer, and I am Shagdog.
Hey, let's drink. Pour your beer into a glass. Let's drink.
Let's drink.
And get drunk off your ass.
I wish I could call in tonight. I'd do more. It's my first one for today. I probably do one more and I go to bed.
So anyway, I got this Dream State Brewing's Krispy Kenetics. Krispy Connecticut. Yeah. Krispy Kenetics. Japanese style rice lager. It's a 4.7 ABV, and I think it gets an 82 by the BA if I'm correct. It says right here, drink fresh, drink ASAP, keep refrigerated, 38 degrees, dream today, save tomorrow, recycle this can. So anyway, I poured it kind of hard, no doubt. But it's a nice, clear, golden lager looking. Although it's not super clear and crisp, it is got a little cloudiness to it, but it got a lot of effervescence. And that four-finger head is slowly dissipating. Looks more like a, egg white type head. You want me to go on, or you want to go ahead and introduce yours?
Go ahead and smell yours while I'm introducing mine. Hey, I'm doing a golden Arnold Palmer Spike half and half, which is half tea, half lemonade. It gets no beer advocate, but it's on Untapped. 3.43 out of 5. 9%. Is that right? 9% ABV? Maybe I don't have the right one. I thought mine said 5%. That's a spike. It says spiked. I thought mine said 5% ABV. I don't know what that. Maybe it is 9% ABV. Oh, it is 9%. It doesn't even say on the can what it is. It just says contains alcohol. What? No, up here it says 5%. So it's 5%. There must be a harder one. Okay. There must be a harder one out there. This is the 5% one. Okay. And enjoy the deliciously refreshing Arnold Palmer taste you already love now with 5% ABV. I see it says 5% there, but okay. I need my glasses. All right. Get into yours, Jammer.
Well, mine right now, I can tell you that the aromas that I'm getting off of it is some lager yeast in there and some sweet, almost like candy type smelling, grainy sweetness, kind of that, you know what I'm talking about, that grainy, bready type sweetness. And almost, but it smells almost like a nice candy of some kind, with little grassy notes, and so that's how I'm picking up the aromas now. Almost like cotton candy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you get your cotton candy, you smell that cotton candy.
Oh yeah. Like a sweet, little slight sugary, not too sugary, but slight.
That's it, right?
Like
there.
A light,
cotton candy.
Fluffy sugar, light and fluffy.
Yeah, that's the aroma I'm getting prominently out of this glass. Anyway, let me dive in. Kanpai.
Mushi. My look, no head. It's a damn hard tea or whatever, hard tea lemonade, and it looks like a tea, maybe a sugary type tea or something. Lemonade in it. To the light, it maybe has hints of gold in it, of that dark tea. And smell is, I smell lemon more than tea, so a hint of the tea, lemon, a little sweetness. Hey, it's a hard tea. What can you do, right? Cheers. Cheers to the Masters just got done last week, too. I stayed away from Augusta.
Shagdog, this has got that nice kind of breadiness to it, but it's really crispy and clean and easy to drink. And I have to say, Shagdog, I'm really kind of impressed with the fact that it's a rice lager, and the rice flavors I'm beginning to believe it's almost on the verge of having that flavor some of the spiked waters have, the seltzer waters,
Oh yeah.
those hard seltzers, and those type of drinks have. And I'm think I pinpointed it now, Shagdog. It is the rice. They're using rice to produce an alcohol with that, making a cheap alcohol with the rice when they're making that hard seltzer. I almost with that flavor. It's faintly there and it's in the background, but I'm thinking this is a Japanese rice style lager, so they have to be using that rice.
Could be.
And I can see them using rice to make a cheap alcohol.
But I've had some rice lagers where it doesn't taste like that, so I don't know.
I know.
It's just that particular one.
A real Japanese rice lager
tastes more.
Yeah,
ricey. Racy.
It actually tastes very crisp, clean, and refreshing. That Asahi Super Dry. Oh.
Yeah. That's good. If someone gave me this at a party, hey, I got some sweet tea and lemonade for you. Okay, that's good enough. I wouldn't even tell that there's alcohol in here, actually. I taste more of the lemonade than anything. A little bit of the tea. It's actually really refreshing. I liked it when I bought it last time. I had the big 24-ounce can or whatever. And I thought it was pretty good. It is still pretty good. This would be good for a hot summer day, or if you're at the Masters, if you want to get into that crap for all that money.
If you all I got here is iced tea, officer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They won't even let you carry it in there probably. And they probably got these in there. And they probably charge $10 a can, $15 a can, who knows.
Look at that.
So next time, if we ever go golfing again, Jammer, when I'm visiting, we drink these instead of Coors Lights.
Well, I have to go up there and visit you, and you take me down to Augusta, pay my way.
It's private. You can't go in there. You got to be a member.
The Shagdog would get a membership easily.
Yeah. Maybe I could hook up with some old, rich ladies in there. Right?
I could see it already. They say, "Who are you?" And I'm Shagdog. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, sir. Come on in.
That's my promotional picture right there when I represented Arnold Palmer's drink.
Yeah. Come in there with a T-shirt with that on there,
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should do, is go on Amazon, create a T-shirt with that picture on the front and back of the shirt.
Make the T-shirt green.
And
something about the Masters on it also, with a T like their symbol or whatever.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Because now you can buy single shirts and make your own on Amazon.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That'd be a nice T-shirt.
Shagdog, I got to tell you something that is near and dear to my heart. I really do, and I'm going to have to tell it to you, and I have to say it. I love rock and roll.
It's too bad they don't have any more jukebox, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have some jukeboxes, but it's digital. And
Shagdog, as far as a Japanese style rice lager, that faint flavor is there when you initially drink it. After that, it just kind of blends in. It's not like those hard seltzers where it lingers there and it just stays there and it's constantly there, doesn't go away and bugs the hell out of me and disgusts me. No, this one, it dissipates. It goes away. It gets masked by the rest of the flavors. It's got a nice kind of almost a citrus, bready citrus rice flavor, and it's very enjoyable to drink. It's easy to drink. The mouthfeel is I'd say medium, to light medium, And by all rights, I would say this is I'd say this is a C+ and a swallow and a quarter.
Nice. This, it's refreshing. Kids could drink this one, not even know it's alcohol.
No, Dad, I ain't been drinking. I got tea here.
Yeah, or Grandpa might drink it to hide it from Grandma. No, honey, I got iced tea and lemonade.
Well, I didn't make you the iced tea. Well, I'm
Arnold Palmer
fully
did.
capable of making my own, damn it, woman.
Some guy named Arnold Palmer made it. But I'm going to give this, I like it. It's very good. I like iced tea and lemonade together, and it tastes almost fresh to me.
Yeah.
It might be some artificial in there, I don't know, but it tastes pretty fresh lemonade to me, and the tea tastes pretty good. Like a little sweet tea. I'm going to give it an A+ and a swallow.
One day I'm going to crack open my, well, that's pretty good. One day I'm going to crack open my bottle of alcohol, that's sweet tea alcohol that I got.
Oh, yeah.
I won at one of the reunions for Pasco there. And they had the reunion just this past weekend. You should have came down and went to it.
I know. I was supposed to go to the next one with you. Remember last time we said we were going to crash? I'm going to crash it next time you have one. I'm going to crash somebody's high school.
Not the school one. Not the school
one. Oh,
one.
it was the Pasco,
yeah.
The beverage.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I didn't get to go, but Abbo was there asking about me, I guess.
Anybody asked about me?
No.
Nobody knows you. Abbo and Lisa are the only ones who know.
But, well, they know that you're not in the States, so.
Yeah. I'm talking about someone else. Hey, where's that one guy, Shagdog?
And you're to blame, darling, you get drinking a bad name.
The only other ones that would ask about me is Janice, maybe Lucy. She probably can't remember my name, Lucy. The other Hispanic girl used to work down there with you guys, but she probably wouldn't remember me at all. So I don't remember her name either. Who else? Anybody else? That's all I remember too.
Alma.
Yeah. Alma. Chris. Chaz, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Although I wasn't there when Chaz was there, but
yeah, it's not a bad drink. I will say that I pull out that bottle of sweet tea alcohol, vodka, whatever it is, vodka and sweet tea. I'll have to pull out the lemon concentrate and pour some lemon in there too. Then I can be on Arnold Palmer there. Here's my Arnold Palmer.
I wish I knew how to make one of these fresh. I don't know what kind of alcohol you would put in this if you try to make your
vodka.
own. Vodka is probably the best thing. Yeah, I tried doing it with Jameson one time. I had Jameson and was it Jameson?
Well, you got the look right. You got the look down right off the bat with the Jameson, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think I did Jameson lemonade and a lemonade. It was a brand name. Starts with an M. I can't remember what the hell it is, but they had a lemonade.
Shagdog, let me just say, happy Cinco de Mayo. For all the Japanese Mexicans out there, I got you covered. I'm drinking this for you.
Mm-hmm.
Cinco de Mayo.
And all the Mexicans that work at the Augusta National, I'm drinking this for you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
It is a Mexican holiday, right? It's just Mexico, right?
Yeah. That was basically the defeat of the French army that they had. Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure because I know you're my historian.
Yeah. I mean, I read it. I don't know exactly, but I know all these.
Let me rephrase that. You're my historian referencer.
Yeah.
You know, that I use to confirm some of my knowledge.
Right. As far as I know, Mexico defaulted on a bunch of countries' loans. Britain, Spain, all of them. So the French decide they're going to go there and collect. They couldn't pay it back, so they're going there to collect it. And the Mexicans beat their 10,000 army. I think the Mexicans had like 2,000, 3,000 supposedly, or something like that. Beat the French, and the French were supposed to financially help at least the South. That was during the Civil War, and because of that defeat, they didn't end up helping the South at all. So,
so there was a lot of countries that were actually trying to help the South.
Yeah, Britain, but the slavery thing, they had issues with that. You know,
but then again, they were playing both sides,
right?
Because
that's true.
Because you had where some of the British was helping out the North. Same thing with the French, kind of helping out the North, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, they were playing it to see who would win in order for them to win.
Cash in later and everything. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Because there was some French people who actually fought with the South.
Yeah.
Fought with the South against the North. Let me put it.
Yeah, especially from the New Orleans area, that all the French nationals that were still there probably, and or French lineage.
I'm going around the world, I guess, because I did Poland just a little while ago. Now I'm doing Japan.
Yeah, even though it is a Florida brewery.
Yeah, but it's a Japanese style.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
And to all my Florida Japanese Mexicans, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, mushi mushi.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Sayonara.
You know what kanpai is, right?
Hello? I don't know.
No. Kanpai is cheers.
That sounds almost like Chinese.
No, kanpai.
You sure?
Yeah, look at my little thing right here. Kanpai.
I'm gonna
right
Google
below my name. Right below my name. Kanpai.
I'm gonna Googleize that.
Nothing instills trust like not having any.
How do you say cheers in Japanese?
In Japanese, you would say kanpai.
Okay. Kanpai. You're all right. But they spell it different. They spell it with Japanese letters.
Arigato. I got Japanese letters there.
Oh, okay. I can't see it too well.
Yeah, you're blind as a bat.
Yeah, usually in the mornings when I'm the worst, when I'm up all night, and then darkness, and then the sunlight.
Your diabetes acting up.
Could be that. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about the girl who was on a meth trip that went bad, and she basically clawed out her eyeballs, ripped them out?
No. Wow.
Yeah, she ripped her eyeballs out, and now she's blind, right?
Yeah.
Well, she was blind working for one of those fast food restaurants. I don't know, McDonald's, Burger King, something like that. And there was a cat out back and a kitten, and she was feeding the kitten her food at night before leaving. And she was told to quit feeding the animal out there, and she kept feeding it, and guess what happened?
The cat ate her?
No, she got fired.
Oh.
So, how would you like to be the guy who fired the girl who clawed out her eyeballs and was blind?
Oh, she did that after she got fired, though, right?
No.
Wait, she clawed out her eyeballs after she got fired.
No, she had already clawed out her eyebrows and got better and got back.
Oh, her eyeballs or eyebrows?
Her eyeballs.
How the hell did she get back to work after that?
No, what I'm saying is that she clawed them out. She got better, and she went to work for a company, working at a restaurant. I don't know what she was doing.
So she was blind.
Yeah, she was blind.
Right.
And she was feeding the cat that was outside.
How'd she find the cat if she's blind? Must have meow. Yeah, she probably had Daredevil superhero hearing, like Daredevil from Marvel. It's like, oh, I hear that cat. I can echo navigate to that.
Maybe she's a lesbian and she just could hear pussy, I don't know.
Yeah, or smell it.
Yeah, that might be true too. You never know. They say your other senses will become stronger.
That's true.
Make up for the fact that you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
But could you imagine being the girl who will forever be known as the one that took a bad meth trip and clawed out her eyeballs?
That's weird as hell.
Yeah.
So it was meth, not acid? Meth?
No, it was meth.
Okay, not LSD or anything. Meth. Okay.
I don't know. You have to call her up and talk to her. You know what? Hey, why don't you call her up and talk to her? She might be willing to, break you off a piece.
Yeah, if I could find her number, I would. All right. Yeah, speaking of trends, Jammer, I don't know if you heard this a couple of days ago. The chicken jockey TikTok challenge. You seen anything about that? The new movie Minecraft, Jack Black and whoever else is in it. It's about the game Minecraft. Well, anyhow, there's a part of the movie, and I guess someone TikTok challenges when they say, what the hell they say, chicken jockey, throw shit at the movie screen, popcorn, sodas, whatever you got. Yeah, get up, act crazy, throw shit at the screen. That's a challenge that's been going on. So kids are throwing their drinks, throwing popcorn, throwing anything they got besides, valuables towards the screen. Basically, the chicken jockey in the movie, I'm not sure if it's from the game, a chicken comes down and a little tiny miniature baby zombie is on the chicken.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy thing. So movie theaters are even pausing the movie or whatever before it gets that part, announcing if you do this shit, you'll be thrown out, you won't be refunded, stuff like that, trying to get these kids to stop.
That's
these kids
more of
crazy?
A reason why to do it then.
Yeah, but these kids are crazy, huh?
What they should do is fast forward through that part,
right,
and skip it right completely.
Go ahead and edit out. Even Jack Black got on social media telling kids to stop doing this, just destroying property or whatever.
I think what they should do, these movie theaters, they should just go ahead and cut that part out and go on. And so when the kids are still waiting for it, it never comes, the show's over.
See, I think kids today got it in their mind, and they know it. If you do stuff in mass, only a couple of you are going to get in trouble or get caught.
Well, I think a lot of it is just the fact that, one, they don't feel any sense of consequence to their actions.
Right, no consequence.
They feel entitled.
Mm-hmm.
They had parents that didn't discipline them when they were growing up. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So their parents are weak.
Another thing,
I want to be your friend.
With the parents too, some of them are afraid to discipline because I'm going to get in trouble if I beat the shit out of my kid or whatever.
Right off the bat, you know what? If I had a kid, I would turn around and as soon as they pissed me off and did something wrong, getting a spanking.
I don't know where it comes from because
because here's the thing: if you instill it in them when they're young, super young, they're not going to question you on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And you got a good maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 years before they start questioning you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you let them start getting away with stuff when they're 5 or 6 years old, they're going to be acting that way their whole life. You look at my ex-girlfriend's little son there. Mm-hmm. I couldn't spank him. I tried to spank him one time. He was like going crazy. Like, I didn't even touch him yet. I'm like about to give him a spanking for destroying somebody's property or some shit.
Yeah.
Like 6 years old, and he's acting crazy. So seriously acting crazy. I didn't even get a hold of him yet. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with this kid. I said, take care of your kid. And she didn't want me to spank him anyhow. So I was like, fuck, it's your kid. You take care of it. But look how he turned out. And I said, you're going to end up in jail one day. And he sure enough did. I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him that when he was 5 or 6. I told him that when he was older and just still doing the same type of stuff. You should call him up
and say, remember that time I told you were going to end up in jail? Yeah.
Well, I think his mother told him that because she told me about, remember when you told Robert he's going to end up in jail? Well, he went to jail, for drugs, marijuana or something, but still. But yeah, he used to just, he got better when he was about 17 finally, but he was like destroying the clubhouse, shooting kids with BB guns, whole bunch of bad stuff. And I was like, man, he needs a good ass whooping, but he never got it, thanks to his mother.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's a perfect example. I was listening to the story about the kid that was involved in that neo-Nazi stuff in Orlando. Remember the kid that ended up killing his 2 roommates in Orlando, and he was connected to a neo-Nazi organization and all that stuff. And then as soon as he got in jail, well, one, he was a neo-Nazi and then turned around and became a Muslim, and he was still hanging out with the neo-Nazis because they were friends, all that kind of stuff. And then he kills the 2 friends, and then he goes into jail and he finds Jesus, and becomes a Christian.
Oh, he didn't find Muhammad? Jesus? He
No.
found Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. But my whole thing is that his parents is saying, well, you know, he started getting involved in these organizations and stuff. He ordered something online with his own money when he was a little kid, and said when it comes to give it to him, you know, like, and so I kept it, and I didn't open it, but I kept it. What the fuck? You open it. You're a parent. You open it. You find out what your kid has ordered, you know.
Right.
And if you don't agree with it, you say, hey, you're not buying this crap. I don't care if it is your own money. You're not buying this crap. You know, da-da-da-da-da. And so his father is like, oh, so weak, and then going through a divorce with his mother, and the mother's being weak and all that stuff. And so what happens? The kid grows up, ends up killing 2 people, and now is in jail. So there you go.
Yeah.
You know. And then you want to blame society. Well, you know what? You know, he killed 2 neo-Nazis, so it's not that big of a deal, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the parents of the other neo-Nazis are upset too. They're saying he should be in jail for life. In fact, I want to see him go into the general population and not be considered insane and all that kind of stuff. Be put in the general population and be abused and all that kind of stuff for the rest of his life. Well, you didn't take care of your freaking kid either because he was a neo-Nazi, you stupid bastard. You know, so you got 2 sets of parents. Actually 3 sets because there was 2 kids he killed. You got 3 sets of parents blaming the kids, other person's kid, for the issue when it's all their own faults.
They should be blaming each other.
Yeah.
It's like the mother, what's his name out there in Polk County, Grady Judge.
Grady Judd.
2013, when there was a little riot at juvenile jail or whatever, and they had to send the county sheriffs there and everything to quell it and stuff. And she's like, at the interview, reporter saying, she's like, my son was there. Her son was there. She's like, my son shouldn't have to go through that type of stuff. And he shouldn't be in there going through that type of stuff. And he goes, well, if you were a better mother, he wouldn't have been there. I mean, he always has some good lines, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, he just cuts to the chase, man. He cuts to the quick. He just goes ahead and tells it like it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 27 minutes, Jammer. You want to get to the next one, or Roxanne?
Yeah. Let's get to the next one. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and sharing. Join us on the next one, guys and gals, and everything in between. Cheers, or kampai!
Kampai, mushy mushy, and thanks for watching.
I'm Jammer.
I'm Shagdog.
First, I'll bury you.